Today on RUTV, we check out the 30th Dia De Los Muertos celebration here at RUHS.
Then, we follow the yellow brick road back to homecoming.
Finally, we check in with my guy Ryan to give us the rundown on this year's presidential election.
So stay in your seats because it all starts right now on RUTV.
Good morning, Seahawks. It's Friday the 15th. I'm Coven Mystery.
And I'm Ariella Barnes. Happy November, Seahawks. Fall's in full swing, which means there's just a couple more weeks until Thanksgiving break.
That's right, but another holiday dedicated to bringing families together just passed as well.
Oh yeah, Dia De Los Muertos was the first weekend of November. So why don't we go check out the celebration that happened here at RUHS? Take a peek.
Today's community is extremely diverse, so knowledge of different cultures is always important. Today, we're immersing ourselves into our own Spanish culture here at Redondo as we take a look at the projects and event that they have been working hard on.
This is the 30th year of the celebration, and it's really an opportunity to share stories, to talk, and to honor people that I come from through the stories that we tell during Dia de los Muertos.
I try to bring in how I celebrate Dia de los Muertos in my classroom. So one thing I did was I brought pan de muerto, which is bread of the dead. Almost every part of Dia de los Muertos has some kind of meaning or symbolism behind it. So in Guatemala, they celebrate it with barriletes, which are these big kites.
My views have changed only because I'm able to share more. So I've learned more about the symbolism, the feathers, the water, the candles, more about the colors, more about really the indigenous people that started it 10,000 years ago. We're honoring where they came from and being thankful.
So Spanish 1 has 4 options. They choose a colorful animal figurine, a piñata, a mask. Spanish 2 goes into calacas, so they have full, lively skeletons. They can dress them up. Spanish 3, altares, so they get to do a full honoring with an ofrenda.
Then some of the things that you place on an altar are cempasúchil, which are marigolds. And so it is said that the scent of the cempasúchil attracts the spirits.
As I've learned more about it, as I've seen the students celebrate it, I feel like being able to honor the dead in such a happy light is just so special to see how it's a celebration. Everyone's excited. There's colors, there's altares, there's lights. Like it's very fun to see it in a happy light and been able to celebrate it at school.
Seahawks, if you have not yet received your class shirt that you were supposed to get at registration, be sure to head on over to the ASB Finance office to pick it up to show your class spirit.
Speaking of spirit, our boys made CIF D4 playoffs for football. Their second game is tonight in Ventura, so be sure to support our Seahawks on the road.
Let's check in with Sophia and Emma for the latest on school sports.
Welcome back to RUTV Sports. I'm Emma Donahue.
And I'm Sophia Smelich.
Last week, our football boys took home a dub against Aquinas in the first round of CIF. They won 7-6 with junior Cole Liner leading the team with 141 passing yards and 1 touchdown to junior Bo Osmus.
The game was close, but our Seahawks got the job done with 2 blocked kicks and a strong defense. Way to go, boys, and wish them luck in their quarterfinal game at Ventura College against St. Bonaventure tonight.
Another congrats to our varsity and game day cheer team securing first place in a bid to Florida at the UCA SoCal Regionals last Saturday. Way to go, girls, and good luck at your next comp.
2 weeks ago, our surf team competed with tough conditions but had a strong start to the contest with the freshmen leading the way. 5 girls advanced to round 2 and 3 advanced to the quarterfinals with 1 last heat in round 2. Abby Bossi placed first with Juju Sleece and Lila McBroom coming in second. Remy Kingsbury and Michaela Bortz also placed, coming in third.
Our boys on surf also had a great meet, starting the first 4 heats of round 2 with all 3 of our surfers advancing. Charlie Lentz, Devin Russell, Kai Thomas, and Dylan Morriso placed first, along with Zach Shore and Evan Johnson placing second, and James Lyons leading third. Great surfing, Seahawks, and good luck at your next meet.
Last week, the cross-country team had their Bay League Finals race at Pollywog Park. The girls raced first, with Sophie Greif leading the pack, placing fourth with an amazing time of 18:11. Freshman Sophie Rebick followed 2 places behind in 6th, helping the girls place second overall, moving on to CIF.
The boys had senior Adam Divinity and Mario Montoya placing 4th and 5th, with the rest of the team between 7th and 11th. They ran amazing but fell short, placing second to Miracosta. They still managed to qualify for CIF prelims, so good luck.
For girls tennis, sophomore Karina Yang faced off against Penn in the Bay League individual finals. And of course, in true Redondo fashion, she took home the win. Great job, Karina.
They then went over to Westlake High School for their first round of CIF and fought hard, but unfortunately lost. Although this isn't the outcome everyone wanted, congrats on a great season, and we can't wait to cover you girls next year.
In their second playoff match, girls volleyball went up against Mater Dei. Sadly, the girls could not get the win and lost 3-1. But then, last Saturday, they fully redeemed themselves when they faced off against Los Alamitos, pulling out the win 2-1. This made the girls finish in second place in Pool B of Division I. They'll find out their state placement this Sunday, so stay tuned. Great job, girls.
Well, that's all for this week. I'm Emma Donahue.
And I'm Sophia Smelich. Have a great weekend. And remember to keep on soaring, Seahawks.
Thanks, guys. Seahawks, if you are a male athlete interested in being part of the RUHS swim team, either as a new or returning member, tryouts will be held next Tuesday at November 19th at 3:30 p.m.
Baseball will also be holding tryouts today after school from 4 to 6 p.m. on Memorial Field. Please email Coach Silva with any questions.
I have a question. Hey, Coven, how did you like homecoming?
It was awesome. The food there was great, and there were even coffee carts this year, which was clutch since it was pretty cold.
Totally. And Seahawks, in case you missed this year's homecoming dance, don't worry, because of some of our RUTV crew were there to capture this magical night. Take a look. Seahawks. Our RUHS marching band took second place at the Spirits of Champions Field Show this past weekend. They perform again tomorrow at the CBSC Southern California Championships, then another time on the 23rd for state finals. Good luck to our Seahawks musicians. We are so proud of what you've accomplished.
Speaking of accomplishments, a new president of the United States was elected this week.
This was a momentous occasion. Very momentous. The most momentous. If you talk to anyone, they'll say it's the most momentous occasion.
So let's pop on over to Ryan to break it down.
Thanks, Ari. As of November 6, Donald Trump has been declared the 47th President of the United States. Trump took the lead with 312 electoral votes, beating his opponent Kamala Harris, who received 226 electoral votes to take the win. Donald Trump won the majority in 31 out of 50 states and won in all 7 swing states. Compared to the 2020 election, 6 states flipped from Democratic to Republican for the 2024 election. The Senate, the House, and the governor's offices currently have the Republicans and Democrats fighting for the majority of seats. The Senate now has 38 Republicans and 28 Democrats in office. Governor's offices now have 19 Republicans and 20 Democrats in office. The House currently has a Republican majority, but that majority is not certain, with 16 seats still to be called. Trump is now the first former president to return to power since Grover Cleveland in 1892, also being the oldest president elected into office at 78 years old. He is set to be inaugurated on January 20th, 2025. Stay tuned to future current events where we'll explain new changes during the Trump administration. The UN Climate Change Conference, COP29, in Baku, Azerbaijan, has just begun, starting November 11th, 2024, and is set to finish November 22nd, 2024. COP29 is the 29th annual conference that is focused on fast action to combat our world's climate crisis. This 2-week conference will cover many topics such as finance, technology and innovation, human development, agriculture, and transport, and more. For 2024, key focuses at COP29 will be on the finance required to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Another key focus will be countries' updated national climate action plans under the Paris Agreement, with these action plans being due in early 2025. On Friday, November 8th in China, 100,000 Chinese students biked 50 kilometers to find good soup dumplings. The overwhelming number of students has now caused authorities to place restrictions on bike sharing. Many students on public bikes traveled for many hours between their campus in Zhengzhou to the city of Kaifeng. This trend started in June with a handful of students on shared bikes making the trip in search of the cities of Kaifeng's famous dumplings. This small but triumphant act was viewed as wholesome and was welcomed by authorities. However, as of last Friday, it has nearly estimated that 100 to 200,000 Chinese students blocked the roads of Kaifeng. These numbers sparked complaints from many residents and forced authorities to take action, putting temporary restrictions on roads and cycling paths. This has been Ryan O'Sullivan reporting for Current Events.
Thanks, Ryan. And Seahawks, no matter how you feel about the person in the Oval Office, always be mindful to respect those around you, whether it's here at RUHS or throughout our greater community.
That's right. We all need to do our part to continue to protect our fellow Americans no matter what.
Well, Seahawks, that's it for this week's broadcast. Once again, I'm Coven Mystery.
And I'm Ariella Barnes. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and remember to
keep on soaring, Seahawks.